You're at a crossroads, directors. You either pursue the sub-regional option study, or you continue to try to secure the McLaughlin site. The Esquimalt choice includes mailing this flyer to every household. In reading this, the first question that came to mind was, did they learn nothing from the Viewfield public engagement fiasco? Remember that? The key information poster was so misleading it had to be removed after the first session. In comparison, this mailer, however, in comparison to this mailer, however, the Viewfield material was the equivalent of a peer-reviewed journal. Here are just a couple of the many examples of misleading information. Quote, some municipalities are now expressing interest in developing their own wastewater treatment systems. Wouldn't it be more truthful to say that the majority of affected municipalities, not some, are now expressing interest? Or how about only 2 of the 7 affected municipalities aren't working on a new way forward? The next sentence reads, there are cost implications to taxpayers of going it alone without the funding commitments from the federal and provincial governments. But given the preceding sentence, wouldn't it be far more honest to say that these municipalities appreciate the cost implications of going it alone, so they're developing a sub-regional proposal under the umbrella of the CRD and its senior government funding commitments? Obviously, the sole purpose of the flyer is to lead Esquimaltians to the conclusion that not taking the bribe for McLaughlin will eliminate all senior government funding. So rather than paying $125 a year for 25 years, they'll pay $667. This will then provoke them to vote for a pro-bribe Esquimalt council in November. The McLaughlin zoning decision will be reversed and the CITERA program goes ahead. Some of you may be thinking, well, duh, John, it's not rocket science to figure out the end game of this mailer. But understand that politics is a blood sport and we're only doing what we have to do. I disagree. You don't have to do this. You don't have to stoop to this level and, yet again, fail to provide the balanced and objective information promised under the CRD's policy on public participation in decision-making. You don't have to finance a violation of the Canadian Public Relations Society Code of Ethics that obligates members to practice the highest standards of honesty, accuracy, integrity, and truth, and not knowingly disseminate false or misleading information. You don't have to treat Esquimaltians with this degree of disrespect. You don't have to use taxpayer-funded resources towards undermining the unanimous zoning decisions of the duly elected Esquimalt Council. And finally, you don't have to possibly run afoul of the Elections BC third-party advertising regulations governing the November municipal elections. You have a choice. You can put this mailer in the recycle bin where it belongs and abandon the bribe Esquimalt option. Then you can reallocate $400,000 of CITERA's $1.5 million public relations budget to fund the option study for sewage treatment. It's the right thing to do in acting with integrity, and it's the smart thing to do in moving forward on sewage treatment. Thank you for your time and attention.